Hey guys, and welcome back. So we're going to continue on with the main mission, which is Call Duty.
Lee? That you? Shit. Thought you were gone.
Oh, we're doing.
You're not alone in thinking me dead. Thought it was game over for me, too.
Things went ass up, huh? Not as planned.
No. Wonder if I'll see Bug again.
Heard about the heist, I take it. Must have talked to Evelyn.
Didn't need to. Whole damn city's heard.
Who said that? Must have talked to Evelyn. Don't make it obvious, V.
Listen, need to find Evelyn.
I really don't want to talk about her.
Know where she is?
Why?
What'd I just say? Drop it. I won't tell you again.
Why?
Judy, you're my one hope. The only lead I got. I gotta find her. And I know you can help me do that.
Who told you I want to?
Can we meet? Let's meet, please. You at Lizzie's?
So we're going to Lizzie's then? What do you mean locked? That's how we get in. It's a cafe, right? Is this not the main door? No, it's not. Okay. I just saw a door and assumed that was my way out. That cute little hall. Are you literally standing there waiting? My car is parked. Can you not see that? Dumbass. I didn't touch you. You going? I'm going. Is there a light? Yeah. Technically this is legal. You're not actually allowed to park on the lines. See, in real life, if you park on a zebra crossing, you get told off. You're not allowed to park on zebra crossings. It's annoying when there's a zebra crossing there and a puffin crossing there. It's like, come on. Don't need both that close together. It's annoying when they are. Damn, what am I doing?
Hey, look.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm just waiting. Move, people. For goodness sake. Look. Stop turning. Car started glitch. I'm pushing aside. I'm just trying to see if it turns. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. It's a good jump.
Hey! Haven't I seen you here before?
Will you talk to me? Yes, you
Got a
have.
good memory for faces. Here for a good time.
So look, this is control assist things are very different. I'm not. It looks like. Look, I'm just slow putting down. See, it's jogging. It looks like I'm doing that. Well, I'm not. Yeah, the control's a bit off. That's why it goes wonky when I'm trying to drive this thing. Look. Just go forward. I didn't even turn to get out. My character's gotten so paid off from me parking it. See if she's like, sod this and got out.
Looking for Evelyn Parker. Know where I might find her?
Used to come round. Haven't seen her in a while, though.
Need to talk to Punch and Judy. She in her den.
Yep. Take the stairs down. I'll let Judy know you're coming.
My, what a sweet little face you have.
Feast your eyes on this.
Stop telling every joy toy you meet to come here. The hell I'm supposed to do with them all?
I don't. Must be our rep. Girls need help, they come here.
Last time I checked, we weren't running a shelter.
Come on, they all deserve a chance. Any one could end up useful. Give it some time. They'll pay for themselves.
Pay? Chicks can barely take care of themselves.
Not when they're face down in the mud. But who knows? Could surprise you.
I hate surprises.
Mm-hmm. Really feeling that sense of community right now. Suze, we're not done here.
Oh yeah, we fucking are.
Ooh, intense.
You just don't give up, do you?
Nope.
Got nothing more to say to each other.
Moxes and nomads don't seem so different. Both seem to yammer a lot about community, solidarity. Classic dilemma. What comes first? Family or the outside world?
This is a club. Nobody cares about your lofty worldviews.
What was that all about?
Everyone in this city lives in their own goddamn bubble. And either you fly high or sink into quicksand.
Susie seems to know what she wants. She your boss?
You come all this way just to play who's who at the Mox?
Listen, have you seen Evelyn? Need to talk to her. It's important.
Why? So you can make her your scapegoat for your train wreck of a heist.
Hey.
V, get it together.
I don't know.
Seem to know how the heist went. Meaning you did talk to her.
I know how you fucked up. Got all your Joombas killed like a real pro.
Okay, first off, I wasn't the main person of that operation. I mean, all of them killed. Still don't know if Bug's dead or not. Although it did sound like they got her. I don't know.
Caught some lead myself, too.
Boo-hoo. Occupational hazard for you mercs.
Do this for fun? Talking around in circles? Trying to make this simple. Just tell me where she is. Why can't you?
I don't trust you. That's simple.
Sure, I took a risk. We all did. But it was Evelyn who gave it to us in the first place. She knew what this was from the start.
Fine. Looks like we're all in this piss pot together. But you're desperate. Writing's on your face.
Okay, let's just say I'm pretty much fucked. Biochip we clept during the heist is killing me, albeit slowly. Evie commissioned the job. I know how to stop that. That's why I need to know who hired her.
let's say I believe you. Alright. Evelyn's a doll. Used to work at Clouds. I'd look for her there.
And where is that?
Sig case on my table's got the address. Take it, and once you find Evelyn, give it to her.
Mega tower. Luxurious.
Wait. Just let me know how she's doing. Okay?
Give you a call. Okay?
Thanks. Thank you, V.
No worries. Now I need to remember to do that. Oh, John.
A doll. Why am I not surprised?
You're an engram and a fading mind. Nothing should surprise you anymore.
So we gonna hit this place, Clouds?
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Oh, you're not gonna say anything else? Okay. I was waiting for him to say something else.
You're bad!
Listen, hey, look. Look at what?
According to the latest report, as much as 20% of the continent is no longer
Oh, that's what he wants to
suitable
look
for
at.
human habitation. Temperatures in Sicily, Malta,
Better
and
not
the
get hit by a
Cyclades
car, Johnny.
have reached as high as 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Air con-
Would you look at that? You see it too, right?
Either gone completely whacked or I'm having a mystical moment.
What's that chick's name? The one with the hair?
Misty? Nah. More likely a neuron misfire for Victor to check out. Or maybe ask them both.
オービタルエアは快適な宇宙の旅をお届けします。ご旅行の際にはぜひオービタルエアをお選びください。
Seeing as it's glitching, I'm guessing other people can't see it. Oh, hello. Oh, you just missed me. You can actually get run down by cars in this, so I'm lucky that I'm run me down. Oh, no, oh,
State-validated self-driving vehicles will be limited to pre-authorized routes, such as a person's commute to and from work.
can I give you enough time to slow
The
down?
Chinese government has given
Why not,
citizens
Bella?
a week to report all manually operated vehicles still in use, and to submit all bicycles for installation with state-issued GPS tracing.
Way I see it, only thing waiting for you here is getting off or getting off. Place your bets.
What have I missed this time? Enlightenment.
Brain dance chick is hiding something. No coincidence we already saw 2 tiger claws. They must control the building.
Arasaka and the Tiger Claws are in bed together. Go figure.
Every corp plays dirty. Except the streets are more than that. They're filth. So the corps leave it to the gang. Suits collars and get soiled. Surprised?
No, I mean, if Evelyn wanted to disappear, especially from Arasaka, she could have done better.
This whole situation's bent over. Cheeks spread wide.
Welcome to
Nice.
1054. It's time for your local news.
Someone's in a great mood.
Violence continues to plague the Badlands.
Not every day a half-brain dead chick drags me around a cat house on a wild horse. So having a grand old
Eyewitness
time.
accounts point to inter-clan disputes. Attacks on unaffiliated persons has not
Well, at least you're
exceeded
getting
the
to see the place.
Powell PD has
You think
raised the
Judy's
threat
lying?
level to
Why?
2, advising
Little
travelers
something
to
called
avoid
intuition,
cyber
V.
We'll
Ever heard of
continue
it?
to keep you informed
Oh,
as
so
the
what you meant to say
situation
was you're full of shit. Got it.
Okay, this was a good conversation.
So hold on.
Welcome to Clouds, where we know what you're looking for.
Really?
Would
Could
you
we
care to
whatever
jack
you
into the
said?
terminal?
You realize personal links aren't secure, right? Could get hit with malware straight to my core. Into paying an arm and a leg for a Ripper dog.
We need data from your core to pair you up with the doll.
Meaning a biometric scan?
Just that. If anything goes wrong, you can lodge a complaint. But that's never happened.
Looking for an Evelyn Parker. She work here?
Give me a moment. Evelyn's not available at this time.
Need to see her. It's important.
The algorithm knows best. Trust me, it will choose a doll that will thrill you.
That's not the
Our
type of thrill I
dolls can
need.
change their hair and eye color in real time to look just as you wish.
I just want to talk to her, that's all.
Please, no need for concern. Your doll will talk to you about anything you wish. Check in, please.
I'm sorry, did she finally say anything useful? Fuck the menu, let's ditch this waitress and take our special order to the chef, point blank.
Meaning?
Meaning you go in as a customer, keep a low profile. They want to keep their cards close, fine. We'll play our own game.
How could you possibly know what I'm looking for?
Clouds always knows. Your deepest desire, we find it.
Then give me everything.
You'll have your needs fulfilled, and maybe much more. Less is not a word we use around here.
Oh, please don't know my needs, because that's not the sort of needs I'm looking for.
So how's this all work?
An algorithm pilots the doll's motor functions. It takes your profile data and transforms into experiences in real time. Memory dampers on the doll's behavioral chip block any recall of the session.
So there'll be no trace of the meeting.
Well, I could say yes, but that would strip it of mystery and suspense, wouldn't it? Once you're in there, you set the stakes.
You're saying it's not dangerous, but there's some risk involved.
That is one way to put it. One thing is for sure, you never get what you expect.
Consider my interest piqued. All right, let's do this.
This will be a live session, so events may take an unexpected turn. But don't quit if you feel uncomfortable. You could miss out on something truly remarkable. If you feel unready to handle what comes next, you can interrupt the session immediately. Now for your safe word.
To introduce Samurai. Do Afterlife.
Afterlife.
And saved. Now, bear with me a moment. Scanning your personal profile. You should see compatible dolls in just a second. Two matches. Interesting.
Is that normal, or...?
Who can say what is normal? You're clearly a unique person with unique tastes. Our system can handle it.
Neither is
Who will
Evelyn.
it be? Angel or Sky?
Think an angel looks good.
I couldn't have chosen better myself. Now for the payment, and you'll venture into the clouds.
If I don't pay, things will go wrong, so just pay.
There you go.
And the payments come through.
The entire floor is open to you if you wish to wind down first.
Angel awaits you in booth 6. Disconnect, please.
That it?
We have a strict no weapons policy here at Clouds. Please deposit any and all hazardous items with me.
Do you realise I'm saving up to pay debt off to someone, right?
You won't find any use for weapons
Only two
inside.
willing to spread their legs for you. Sad.
Go eat a dick, Johnny.
Excuse me. Okay. I like Johnny up until that point. What the hell? That's actually very offensive, you arse. And you don't know what the reasons behind that are.
Guess that makes you a real deviant.
Valerie, right? I'm Angel. Your Angel.
It's V. Just V. Only people I know real well get to use my real name.
But we'll get to know each other well in no time, honey.
Sure, why not? Do what you do best.
Oh yeah, I'm in a hazmat suit.
I know that you're dying.
What? Oh. Yeah, she said, okay. A safe word, afterlife. Come on.
How do you know I'm dying?
Deep inside, you fear this. Cower before it.
So what if I do? Why do you care?
Of all the voices in your head, the loudest is that calling for help. That's why you're here.
Actually, the loudest is called Johnny.
Around. Tell me what you see.
So that's worried too. They somehow got memories or something about us. And oh, I was hoping to see Johnny actually. Or he did look around and went, oh, one of Johnny's here. Yeah. So is that why only two would take me? Because she's going through stuff, twisted stuff.
There's something in the mirrors, way back.
It's a projection. Your inner landscape.
Just what I needed. Therapy with a robo-hooker.
I'm not going to analyze you. I won't play any tricks. My sole aim is to fulfill your greatest need.
Oh, I need to talk to Evelyn then.
Listen, I'm looking for someone who worked here. Evelyn Parker. Know her? Know where she is?
You must see the big picture. You focus too much on details, minor ones, like Evelyn.
Please don't act like you know me. I just want some answers.
But are you asking the right questions? How can you change what has already happened?
Got only one right question now. The one I asked. Where's Evelyn Parker? Why'd the manager say she didn't work here anymore? When was she last here? You know anything?
These are questions to which you'll find the answers on your own.
Okay, so point me in the direction where I can find him. I don't think I can find him on my own.
What do you mean, happened? Know something I don't?
What happened to you? What you keep inside and never reveal to anyone?
And that is?
Come now. You know.
I don't ever want to tell him everything.
Trusted someone and they fucked me over. The end.
But you don't expect any good of people.
Not anymore, I don't.
You wish to leave something behind, a piece of yourself. That's why this all began. You wish to be remembered.
Actually, I still do trust people. Well, I'm not in V's place, but yeah.
Wasn't even that long ago. I was out to grab everything and then, well, it all happened. Feels like that person wasn't even me. Still, if I gotta die, I want to go down in history. Fuck it, even a footnote would do.
And after that? Do you think death is a disappearing act followed by exactly nothing?
My two, apart from the safe word, my two only options are lie down. Lie down for what? I don't want to do... Come on, I don't want to do any sex stuff. Not with someone I don't know.
People I've lost live on in my thoughts, and that's what I'll be. A memory. Or just some stranger's voice in my own body, yapping away.
No longer part of the world. You will still have an impact there. So you believe death is not the end after all. Reassuring.
Yeah, look at me, my sexy hazmat suit. Oh. If you don't want to have sex, is that what the safe word's for?
I think I might just be afraid. So I imagined these things to distract myself from the thought of the void. If what I saw before is any indication,
You are sensitive. That does not make you weak. Try to suppress your emotions, and you'll drown.
So, where do we go from here?
Safe word.
This
Safe
is the
word.
part where I tell you what you must do.
Safe word. Safe word.
Okay. Be my guest.
You've never backed down from anything, so don't stop now. Not one step backwards. In this city, people die on their way to the corner store for a scop pop. But that threat's never stopped you. You dive into the middle of it all. Always have.
See, I don't want to have sex, so I'm very tempted to click to go to safe word now. I don't want the sex part. It says touch. I don't want to touch you. See, I want to keep talking to him, but I don't want to have the sex bit. Obviously, if you go for the touch, it's going to go on to more. But I'm tempted to see what happens. But I don't want to do it. Oh, fuck it. Let's just see what happens.
Things are moving way too fast. Around me. Without me. I can't keep up.
A minor delusion. The truth is, we and our paths are braided, never-ending, ever-transforming. Not being, but becoming.
Oh, he's not going to tell me anything
and what's
useful.
happening inside you, it could change the world. Listen, V. Never look back. If you must kill, kill. If you must burn all the world to the ground, then let it burn. Okay?
Thanks for this. I don't want to go out there.
No one ever does. But eventually we all must.
I actually made it to the end. Yay, I almost backed out then because it said touch. I thought, oh no, you're going to do sex. I don't want to do the sex thing. Yeah, didn't.
Afterlife.
What happened? You interrupted the session? Did I do something wrong? Were you not satisfied?
Had all kinds of things going on in my head lately. This was different. Refreshing.
Yes, that is what we do at Clouds.
Think I get why people come here. Come back. But I came for something else.
I don't want a good time, but I just want to have a good time with a boyfriend. Give me a romance, not a... I don't want to be with someone. I don't want to pay for someone. I want to be with a boyfriend.
Evelyn Parker. What do you know about her?
This hazmat suit.
Wait just a sec. That's not how this works. You can't ask me about the dollhouse or anything like that. I could get in serious trouble. Go. Please, just go.
Dollhouse. Hey again. A good-looking machine to lose that. Oh, is that a threat?
You gotta help me, please. I'm no threat, and she could be in trouble. Just want to talk to her, find out if she's okay.
Look, I barely knew her, and I have no clue where she is.
Nobody came looking for her. Nothing out of the ordinary happened?
There was an incident with a client. I don't know the specifics. One doesn't ask about these things around here. Tom might know. He and Evelyn were close. Go ask him. And please leave me alone.
I was about to say, who's Tom and where is he?
This incident with the client, what happened?
Nobody saw, nobody knew who attacked first. It was all a mystery. Then they just buried it. No more questions, not another peep about it anywhere from anyone.
Where'd it happen?
In her booth.
Number...
11.
Booth 11 occupied now?
No, it's been out of order since...
You're gonna help me. Need to get into that booth.
Why? What for?
Not your biz. Can you open it or not?
I can, but that's it. Won't answer any more questions. Tom knows something, go bother him.
Tom, who's he?
Friend of Evelyn's. Wasn't a free moment they weren't together.
Where'll I find him?
He's a doll here. Works the VIP area, booth 2.
Thanks.
Shh. Don't ask for me again. Ever.
Well, I'll never see me coming back here again. Ever. I just need to get Evelyn. And obviously John saw all that, so... Get inside Evelyn's booth. That was 11, wasn't it? What booth is this? 6. 5, 6. 10, 11.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Blood. Fresh, not too much. Put it to a wound rather than a kill.
Bitter? Oh, I got on her head.
Well, client wasn't the one who flew off the handle. Something bitter in the ass.
I thought he bit her foot or something then. Her ankle.
What do you think? Cyberpsychosis?
Sounds crazy, but she could have been remotely hacked. A netrunner?
Weird.
Ooh, okay. Flew off. Right.
What will you have? Anything, whatever stands to fuck me.
Better keep this short and sweet.
Are they?
2 brainwashed sex zombies in a single day is too much, even for me.
Okay.
Hi. I think something might have gone wrong here. Not really sure, don't have your details? Sorry, no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Relax. You don't need any data, don't need any deeds. I'm not a customer. Here to talk. To you, specifically. Not to be with a doll. Tom, is that it?
Uh-huh.
Need to get in touch with Evelyn Parker. It's important.
You and me both. Tried calling her a bunch of times. No luck.
Mean to say she's not here?
She had an accident. Needed to go to a special clinic in Osaka. Or Oslo. I think it was Oslo. For a new faceplate.
Osaka or Oslo? Which was it?
Oslo. Yeah, definitely Oslo.
That accident involved a client, did it? Found blood in her booth.
You know, shit like that happens here sometimes.
And everyone's cool with that.
We get new implants, recovery leave, and, well, sometimes even a payout. Now that I think about it, it is weird she went away so far.
Tell you herself she was skipping town?
Nah, just didn't show up for work. Wasn't picking up either, so I asked Woodman what was up. Told me she left, like I said.
Now who is Woman? Yeah, look. Who's this guy
Where
now?
can I find this Woodman?
Probably got his feet up in the back office. Except it's off limits to customers.
Woodman. Who is he?
Mr. Forrest. But everybody calls him Woodman. Never really known why.
Okay, Mr. Forrest then. What's his thing?
He's kinda like our caretaker. Finds new talent, deals with ugly situations.
Got it.
Wait, no clients allowed in here.
I ain't no client.
Well, dear, close the door on the way out, would ya? As you can see, I'm very busy.
Have you got any stuff I could take?
Looking for a girl named Evelyn Parker.
Got nobody working here by that name.
But she used to. What happened to her?
Probably did what all the dolls try to do. Found a unicorn to set her up for life. Ah, you could do better. Try Roxy over at booth 2. Same heart-shaped ass. Behavioural chip will do the rest. Won't feel any difference.
They call you Woodman, right? That because you have as much charisma as a tree stump? Somehow I doubt you understand the situation you're in.
Situation? What situation? Think I give a cat's turd about every slut who walks through here?
Lovely.
Look, we could settle this without anyone getting hurt. Why make this any harder than it needs to be?
Should ask yourself that.
Listen carefully. One way or another, I'm gonna find her. And when I do, all kinds of shit is gonna happen. Shit you don't want to end up on the wrong side of.
Assume you believe your side to be the right one.
Take a wild guess.
All right, fine. I'll lay it on you straight. Girl you're looking for, Parker?
Maybe don't have any weapons there. Let's just drink. I'm watching you.
She ain't here.
Tell me something I don't know. Like,
Oh.
where is she?
I was about to say no shit.
Think you know how things work around here, but you don't know shit. Dolls aren't here to give you pleasure and satisfaction out of the goodness of their soul. They're workers. Their job's to generate profit.
Evelyn stopped pulling profit.
No denying that, sadly for her.
Saw what she did to the client. She gets spiked or something?
Whatever or whoever fried her circuits, it came from outside our subnet. They played their deck like a virtuoso. Her chip was fucking rot. Believe you me, we tried to fix it. Didn't even come close.
They common? These kind of accidents?
Ever used tech that never broke? Didn't think so. Behavioral chip splits you right down the middle. Some people plain lose their minds. And for everyone that does, there's a dozen in line to replace them.
This you talking it out straight? What happened to Evelyn?
Got an order from up high to recycle her.
You killed her?
No. I found a Ripper doc who was willing to take a look. Yeah, he said he knew something or other.
I was about to say recycle? How do you recycle a human? What?
You took her to the Ripper instead of following orders. Didn't take you for someone with balls.
For fuck's sake, I'm not running a slaughterhouse here. Only recycle as a last resort. And family always gets a call, if there is any. Think there are any daddies out there willing to change the diapers of a brain-dead little slut on the verge of cyberpsychosis?
Probably not.
Casting him out on the street ain't an option either. Can't risk tanking our cred.
I sort of agree with both. But you know, I don't want to piss him off because I need information from him.
Anything's better than a bullet to the brain.
You know, that's what every doll says. I'm starting to like you.
Good.
You looking for work by any chance?
Nope. So if he really is starting to like me, will he tell me what I need to know then?
You invested your own eddies to help poor, unprofitable Evelyn? Please.
You got me. Ripper's the one who paid me.
For a broken doll.
People got all kinds of kinks. Trust me, I know, considering where I work. Fingers is a real specimen though. Got all the fetishes, even the ones you've never heard of. I'm sure he found her a nice niche.
The Ripper. Name and address.
Don't know a last name.
Don't fuck with me.
I'm not. Goes by Fingers. Clinic's in some godforsaken alley up on Jig Jig Street. Want to find Evelyn? Look there. And don't come back here. Ever. While you're at it, take the elevator. Quicker you're out of here, the better.
Oh, I thought you were starting to like me.
Dark Fingers on Jig Jig Street. Sounds like a co-ed's wet dream.
So hold on.
Got a real charm, this place. In that slimy, subterranean kind of way.
See, your opinion about dollhouses hasn't changed?
Oh, but it has.
How's that any different?
Before, I wouldn't have touched one with a 10-mile pole. Now I'm thinking a fire'd really make this place shine.
Think Fingers has got her? Think we'll find her there?
V, if I could see that far, I wouldn't be a fucking ghost on a chip in a corpse's head right now.
I'm not dead yet, thanks.
Fuck. Makes perfect sense now.
Right. Oh, it's not gonna be safe here, so. The hell? What's happening? Oh no.
You had a plan, you tried, it fell flat. Now you're flat. Don't look in any condition to find Helmet.
After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep.
Well, that's not good.
The hell's that?
What's what?
No, damn it.
Jesus, the fuck do you want from me?
It's all going too slow. Gonna decommiss before we learn how to rip the chip out.
wanted me dead. Said so yourself.
Made it pretty clear since that I changed my mind. Want you to live now.
Oh. See, I do like Johnny.
Asked you already. What the hell you want from me?
I got a get out of jail free card. I'd be a fucking fool not to take advantage.
Oh, you want me to live so you can use me? Oh. Here's me think he's
See,
starting
me
to
and
like me.
Arasaka, we got a half-century-old score needs settling, and I plan to do it. That's what I need you for.
No, I actually got my hopes up and thought, I want to be friends, but no! He just wants to use me.
But why? Fighting for some dated ideal? Pursuing a personal vendetta?
You don't need to know. Here to get me from point A to point B. Listen, I know things. Where we can save your life. Who can help us do that? You'll get rid of the chip. I'll smash Sokka. Win-win, kid. Soul Killer's what we need, and Makoshi's how we grab it.
You know, you're just an irritating hallucination, right? Should just ignore you.
And you're a walking corpse. Should just wait till your mind shrivels to nothing and frees up space for me.
Can you actually take over my body?
Fucking asshole.
But as should be obvious, I've decided to help you. Need to find something first. 7 letters. Starts with an M.
So, could he actually take over my body like a zombie? But that...
Let's get out of here.
This
weird thought.
Makoshi. What is it, exactly?
Zombie Johnny in someone else's body.
Basics.
That right?
If you're jacked in, cruising the net, Arasaka can use Soul Killer, an AI, to trap, fry, and pack away your psyche, your mind, and your soul. Following so far?
Yeah, seen the memories. Did a real number on you.
Okay, seems we've got a few more things to broach than I thought, but that'll come later. Anyway, when Soul Killer fries, roasts, and boils you, you die. But the contents of your mind get copied to an engram first.
Sure. That's how you became a construct.
Exactly. Now, Makoshi's the place Soul Killer operates out of, where it stores its victims' engrams.
Is that cigarette just floating? Oh, there we go. So he just said when he takes the mind, basically that thing they put on him, it took his mind out. The boy dies, so he is dead. There isn't two of him out there. So what do they do? Was there another? There can't be another copy. So does someone else take? Does someone else take the chip, and he ends up taking over them, and ends up looking like him again, or something? And what happens? Because in the trailer, Johnny comes back fully, properly, physically. Well, now I'm wondering, well, how's this go? Well, now I'm wondering what happens now.
Still don't see how Makoshi's linked to my chip problem.
Not the brightest bulb on stage, are ya? 50 years back, ops on the human mind. Makoshi was the sole place on Earth where they did anything like that. Bet it still is today. Telling ya, all roads lead there. It's where we'll settle our biz. You yours, me mine.
Actually, I picked that option because the other one was rude to you, and I didn't want to be rude to you.
And, How you plan to smash Arasaka this time? Got another nuke tucked away?
This time, bomb's named Alt Cunningham.
I'm supposed to know who that is.
Not yet, but you will once we find what we need.
Phantom cigarette again.
For now, we got no time to lose. Need to get inside Makoshi.
Oh yeah, Judy. Yeah, I see. I almost forgot. Well, I would have forgotten about that. They didn't remind me.
B, you called.
I said I would. I'm glad that can remind me though.
Promised I'd call, didn't I?
Promising's one thing, keeping it's a whole other bag. So, managed to learn anything?
Evelyn's not at Clouds anymore. Behavioral chip was damaged. Apparently they carted her off to a Ripper doc goes by Fingers.
Oh shit.
Know where to find this Fingers character?
Yeah, runs a dinky chop shop off Jig Street. Fuck V. Guy's all kinds of bad news.
Heading there now, to find her.
I told her to stay the fuck away from Clouds. Alright, later V.
Right, so now we've got to go to Jig Street. Fabulous. Are you still here, Johnny? No, he's pulled off. I really like having Johnny pop up. I like him here. I'm starting to grind him more. Especially with the... He is actually... to be honest, I've said this before, but to be honest, I liked him on the start. Not only because...
What is it this time?
I did like his character, but it's because it's Keanu Reeves. I can't help it.
V, can you talk? It is important.
What's important?
I may have found a solution to the problem we share. I have established a contact with an old friend from Arasaka. He's here in Night City now. He's well connected to certain influential people.
That's gonna help us how, exactly?
There will be a meeting. You, me, and this friend of mine. You will tell him what you told me. The truth of events at Konpeki Plaza. I have little hope that he will be convinced. But it will be a start.
Of all people, you ought to know Night City tests everyone's reliability, even that of old friends. Sure about this guy? Trust him?
Many times we have had the opportunity to kill one another. Yes, I trust him.
Fine. Where's the meet and when?
Japantown, after sunset. I am sending you the precise location. I'll see you there.
My, place has a wicked vibe.
Well, well, what do we got here? And you just the cutest thing. If you're looking for a release, I just might be your man.
Don't stop.
Looking for a Ripper doc. Goes by Fingers. Know where I can find him.
Who's asking? And why?
Got a problem with an implant.
Not from around here. Couldn't find another Ripper in the city to patch you up?
Heard Fingers was the best.
Yeah, The best for Joy girls. Are you a whore?
No, but you are. Let's just go along with it.
An escort. For special tastes. Looking for a ripper who can cater to my special needs.
Good. Fingers will like you. Let her through.
Great. See, just play along with it.
No,
Oh, gracious
I'd rather
creature
live here.
and benign.
Just don't turn off the lights.
Visiting to the
Summer
elements
means
of pure.
rain. I have to sit in the basement the whole time.
Bloody stain imbrued.
Okay.
It's fit for a friend, the king of all we own. Our prayer to him should for thy peace arise.
Sounds like paradise.
Yep. Looks like it too.
Blue butter? The hell are they taking?
Blue, huh? Probably a Cyberpunk derivative. Preem rot. Veins were popping with it during the third corporate. 24 hours, you feel no pain and barely remember a thing afterwards.
Who can blame them then?
What's going on with her? Dead. Health condition dead. Occupation Jade. Oh, Joy Toy. Oh my god. You're hanging out next to a dead person. Joy Toy. Health condition under the influence of drugs. She's dead. I would not want. Yeah. As soon as he comes down and realizes, I don't know if you'll care, but I was about to say, as soon as he comes down and realizes he's taking drugs next to a dead person, that might sober him up. Sober? Whatever.
Hey, you alright?
No way I'm gonna swim! I hate water! Can't you see nobody cares?
Fingers. Know where I can find him?
It's like he knows what's going
If
on.
I could, I'd swap, you know? Why does everything have to be so damn convoluted? In the end, all I got left are shredded cables and empty bottles.
He doesn't have a dicky bird. He doesn't know what's going on.
V, hey.
Hello? There's a line. Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass down and wait your turn.
Fingers guy. You know him?
Heard some things, yeah.
Like...
His hand sometimes slips.
Glad to see a familiar face.
I'm worried sick about her, V. Had no idea anything had happened.
We'll find her. I know we will. After the heist, Evelyn holed up with the Mox for a while, right?
That's right.
So why the hell did she go back to Clouds?
Thought she'd be safer there. God knows why. Tried to get her to see straight, but she wouldn't listen.
You talked to Fingers yet?
If only. He's harder to get in to see than the best docs in town. We're gonna be here forever. I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
Can we just bust our way in?
You worked at Clouds.
Not as a doll. Tuned their virtues. That's where I met Ev, Tom, and the rest of the crew.
She means a lot to you, doesn't she?
And you've arrived at that conclusion how exactly?
The moment you knew where she was, you sprang into action.
Once you get close to Evelyn, you never want to let her go.
Think Evelyn's being kept here somewhere?
On the one hand, hope she is, because I want her back fast. But on the other, hope to God no, because who knows what that sick fuck could have done to her.
You seen a woman with blue hair around here? Had a doll chip.
Think I know who you're talking about. Fingers worked on her, sure.
She's still here?
No idea. Gotta ask him.
My friend here, she's in really sorry shape. Couldn't let us cut in front just this once.
Of course. Honey, be my guest.
Well, now hold on a sec. Didn't seem so bad just a minute ago.
She's a toughie. Keeps it inside, mostly.
Now try to open those luscious lips of yours.
I'm in a hazmat suit, dying.
Come
Don't go
on,
there.
let's go.
How about now?
Clearly batshit crazy.
Wait, something's
That reminds me,
wrong.
can I wear my clothes yet, or is it still locked? Okay, what am I doing? No, look, everything's still locked. When do they unlock? When can I wear my clothes? I'm getting bored of this hazmat suit. It's either that or rags. I don't like this
Can't
suit.
see nothing but a blur.
Faceplate's previous owner had a longer face than you. Edges are stretching your optic nerves. Don't worry. Your eyes will
think he's done.
adjust.
We going in?
Eventually. Yes? Hello? What can I do for you?
Let me look around the place quickly. Nothing here. Okay, no one.
Need a minute of your time.
A minute? That's all? Shame. Could watch those juicy lips of yours flap for hours, days. But I'm busy right now. You tiger claws? Far as I know, I'm all paid up.
We're with the Mox.
The Mox? Why didn't you say so? So, what brings you here?
Used to ride with nomads. Resourceful folk. Wouldn't cast aside anything until it was worn down, dead. Couldn't be fixed or reused in some other way. But what you're giving these girls, not even nomads would touch that.
Please, let's not exaggerate. I give them what I can. What do you two want?
These girls know you're chipping faulty implants.
You might say so. I'd say they're the very best I can find. See?
What's in it for you?
Whatever they have to offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick fuck. Know that?
What do you two want?
Heard you help the working girls around here.
Well, very few children will play with broken toys. So when skin goes flabby, sockets go out of whack, implants malfunction, I'm sure you get the gist. You pay for goods, you expect top quality. Consumerism 101.
Please. Scrapyards offer better quality than this.
Evelyn Parker. Need to know where she is.
Step into my office, please. Many girls come through here. So many. But let me put it to you this way. I believe in giving each of them the personal touch. Ask anyone. I'm more than a chop doc. See, I know what people truly want. To be flattered, praised, patted. To feel like they deserve it. Of course. I can't remember each and every one. Even if it's a specimen as exquisite as you. Please set your exquisite derrieres down.
You know, flattery isn't going to get us to sleep with you, right? It's been a while since I heard someone say derrieres.
Went jittery soon as I mentioned her name. Don't try getting out of this. I know you remember her.
I have a neurological condition. It's not easy living with tics. Really, I'd love to help, but if only I knew who you were talking about.
Oh, crap.
Forrest. Name mean anything to you?
Nope.
They call him Woodman. Works at the dollhouse.
You talked to him?
Woodman and I, we had a talk. Told me he brought her here to you. Said you paid him for her. What good was she to you?
You must have misheard. First of all, I didn't pay an any for her. He paid me to take her in. Second, I never laid eyes on those eddies in the end because I couldn't rejig her implant. So he left her with me as payment for my efforts.
I can't fucking listen to this. We're talking about a living, breathing person.
Half alive. Technically. Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
Mentioned you couldn't help her. Help her with what, exactly?
If I only knew, I wager she'd be standing here, happy and smiling. Instruction register on her chip was burnt to a crisp. Tried replacing it. Nothing.
Damage was caused by a netrunner using homebrewed malware.
Sounds about right.
Get to the point!
The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Jude, calm down, okay? You're not helping. Let me do the talking. Now, Evelyn Parker. Where is she?
Could very well be on her way to becoming the next underground brain dance darling. That's all I know.
You sure about this?
4 days I had her here. She was out cold in La La Land for practically every minute. It wasn't a slumber party. We didn't have pillow fights and promised to send each other postcards.
What do you mean by underground?
I don't know. I mean, I don't watch that sort of stuff.
Snuff? XBDs?
I told you I don't know.
Where will we find her?
I like you. You're frisky. Intrepid. When I realized I wouldn't be able to help her, patch her up, I called my fixer. 2 guys came and picked her up the same day.
Who'd you call? Who's your fixer?
Wakako. Told her I had a busted doll with a BD implant to hand off.
Where did they take her?
I told you already. I don't know. They weren't the talkative kind, and I'm no gunk. I know better than to ask questions of people like that.
You're no gunk? What do you think? Why'd all these girls come in here, let you grope around them? Think it's for your charm? Your caring attitude? They do it because they got no choice. And in the end, they despise you. They can smell your pathetic.
These guys, what did they look like?
Like you, me, anyone else in this city.
Really now, they looked like you.
They looked like the kind of guys you don't make eye contact with. One of them was a bearded fellow.
The 2 that came for her didn't say anything about where they'd take her, what they were gonna do to her.
Mentioned something about virtues with a moth, of all things. Said she'd be perfect for them, whatever that means. But that's really all I know.
You pawned her off like she was some fucking inanimate mannequin.
Because that's exactly what she was.
I knew she could do something like that.
Need air. I'll be outside.
Judy's right. People like you make this city a living hell. Day in, day out.
Got what you wanted, didn't you?
Let's
So
look.
get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm gonna steal some of your shit
I'll
first.
be more than glad to show you around. But, later, perhaps.
I'm not that desperate yet. Hopefully I don't get that desperate either. I don't want to prostitute myself out. See ya. Ooh, you got stuff here to steal as well. I don't like it, I'm seeing shit. Ooh, was that knife? Ooh, yeah, sword, knife, sword, knife. These didn't show earlier. Well, they're showing now, I'm taking them.
I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
And you two got along swimmingly, didn't ya? Exchanged numbers, too. Two birds of a fucking feather.
Hey! Your way doesn't get answers.
Can we not lose our cool? Said what I needed to learn what we now know.
Really? You seemed forgiving to me, like you were letting him off easy.
Well, yeah, you don't fucking get what you need if you're too hard.
Trust me, Judy. Compared to the pieces of shit I scrape off my shoe every day, Fingers doesn't come close to being half their brand of rotten.
Got no fucking words, V. None.
Don't worry. We'll find her. I know it.
We'll fucking find what's left of her butchered corpse.
Hey! Keep it together! Wanna give up now?
No. Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. Better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind. Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfit'd be on the move almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
Could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Everyone, everything leaves something behind. Just need to know where to look. Lucky for me, I'm running around with the best BD specialist in town. That's an extra pair of expert eyes.
Well, your BD expert has a better idea. Pleasures of Night City, a domain with its twin on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec. Think I'll try calling Wakako. Fix Her Fingers mentioned.
Thought of an angle to run on her?
Why would I need one?
Even if she knows the studio's location, she's not gonna spill. Be putting her neck on the line.
Okay. I'm buying the brain dance. We can analyze. Play detective.
Fine. Meantime, see if I can't find something on the NCP domain. I'll wait in the van.
Oh, I don't get to drive my car.
V, nice surprise. What is it you need?
How's things, Wako?
This a prelude to whatever illegal favor you're about to ask me?
What? Never.
In that case, they couldn't be better. Kind of you to ask. And you?
Looking for a brain dance.
Oh, any particular one?
Logo on the casing? A death's head moth.
Whoa, now. That's quicksand. So I would advise caution.
Know who makes them? Where they scroll them?
And do you know what a fixer does? Allow me to explain. Not only do I finalize transactions, I can accomplish the goddamn impossible.
Which would be?
Making sure the buyer, supplier, and ever-neglected intermediary not only keep their heads in the games, but keep their heads, period. So don't you ever ask me who, with whom, where, when, why, or how.
Can you get me one of those recordings?
No, but I have a pretty good idea who can.
Who'd that be?
There's a store on Jig Street. It has a Pandora's box worth of crap inside. Try asking the owner.
Thanks, Wako.
Ow! What's this one do? Use your imagination. Why do you think I came here? So I wouldn't have to.
Looking for, something special. A brain dance to really...
You mean smut?
No. More hardcore.
Won't find it here. But there's a guy on Jig Street, has a whole lot of peculiar flicks. And I mean peculiar.
Looking for something raw, untouched. I'll come back some other time.
Betting on it. How about you? You buying or just gonna stand there like a pig undercover?
What have you got?
Virtues?
Any special kind?
Borrow some. Go get yourself.
Let me put it to you this way. Those who know don't need to ask.
Looking for BDs. A particular kind.
Particular? You a badge?
Not only do cops not go alone, but why would they be wearing hazmat suits?
Give me the best of the best. Ones with the death's head.
Didn't know I was dealing with a connoisseur. Death's head'll cost you, though.
How about a discount for your newest customer?
Only give regulars discounts. If you're short, then fuck off.
I'm no connoisseur, trust me.
Sure.
All I need to know is who makes them and where.
Now listen, I just sell whatever sells. Nice, calm job. Let me see some eddies, you can pick one. Parse it, and I won't care a hair.
Where do you get these scrolls?
People that make these, obsessed with privacy. Never even occurred to me to ask where they're from. To which caution I probably owe the fact that I'm still alive, talking to you.
Got anything that might interest me?
Like brain dance.
Pleasure doing biz with you.
Hop in. Hey, V. Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you. You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one, too.
Ready when you are.
Want you to describe what you see. Might catch something I'd miss.
Stick around all you want.
Scav. Gotta be. No one else with that kind of fashion sense. Scav woman. Who knew that besides chopping people up, they were scrolling XBDs?
Don't see anything? Nothing useful or important? Try switching layers.
Radio's turned way up. Probably to drown out the screaming. Heard shit like that before. Sounds like scabs to me.
Every time she says scabs, I keep thinking she's saying scabs.
Can't beat that rich synth cough aroma. Cheap shit. Cold too. Buck a slice. Ordinary box. Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers logo. Standard for a trash heap.
Oh, I didn't notice someone else was down there. Bloody hell. Hell was that? Wait. What the fuck? Damn. Looks like he's on fire. Pause. What is pause? The sound is what pause.
Ordered recently. Coffee was cold. Like, from the day before. Pizza looked fresh, though.
So?
Means someone's grabbing buck a slice regularly. Which is not something one does for the flavor and fresh ingredients. Pizza shares its DNA with styrofoam. Nobody's gonna schlep across town for it. Electric corp patch on the coveralls. Okay. We're looking for an electric corp power plant located near a buck a slice.
EC used to have a big old complex in Charter Hill. Buck a slice checks out too. How can you be sure though?
Here we go. Old electric corp power plant in Charter Hill. Gotta make do with that for now. Nothing else to garner from the school. No time to lose. We gotta go there.
Definitely. Ride with me?
You'd know it bends every way but the right way.
Let's get going.
But wait,
on our way.
Don't swap
Thanks
it
for
out
driving my
for
car,
just
but
yet.
screw it.
In Night City, impracticality is
Where's my car
always
gone?
in vogue.
My
You
car's
might
gone.
just be on
Where's
the
it
forward
going?
edge of fashion.
I'll change the radio.
Still can't shake it. That virtue sample we saw with the death's head moth. If All they scroll is snuff.
Stop it. It'd have to be utter gonks to waste her on something like that.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also has got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street. And here we are.
You going in?
Find us a way inside. I'll hang back, scan the subnet, see if there's any blueprints of the complex lying around. Join you as soon as I find something. Let's link on Hollow till then.
Not gonna be pretty.
So, if you mean to tell me to hang back altogether, don't bother.
All right, going in.
Did you get everything inside? Almost. What do you mean, almost? Grab a crate and get your ass moving.
It's my break. Chill.
I'll gut you like a pig!
Heard shots. You still alive?
I'm here. Got no time to creep around.
Punch! Kill!
Got her!
I'll smash you!
What? Where?
Got the blueprint. Be there in a sec. Try to find a way to the lower levels.
Got her!
Dropping like flies here! Taking fire!
Am I deaf?
I'll help.
Не трогай! Oh, come on!
Covers. Classic. Can't go wrong.
Except these are solid steel, not the soft core plastic kind. Even if you come here on your own, gunning to become a star, there's no guarantee you're ever getting out.
It looks lovely in here.
That's a maintenance room. See what I can stir up.
Then why don't you do it?
I give! You're in deep here! Get yourself together!
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link.
Hey, Johnny.
grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time.
What do you think? What do I do now?
What we came here to do. Find the truth. Ask her.
Johnny, she's unconscious.
Or she's a better actor than we thought.
Oh, lovely. Don't want to know what that is.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh, she doesn't look good.
Wait for my signal. Here goes. Ready?
Now!
Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
Oh. Hey, Evelyn. I need you to tell me who hired you.
Seriously, V? You gotta do this now?
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with her?
Honestly, I don't know. She's gotta be seriously traumatized.
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
Got these massive cuts on her legs and arms.
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
Come on, is it really that hard? Please, just one. For me?
I don't want to
For
smoke.
fuck's sake, V.
I don't want to smoke. Oh, you're lucky like you did it once. I don't like smoking.
Fine, have it your way. Smoke to your lungs' content.
Ah, finally, something better than exhaust in the stench of the city. Don't tell me you don't feel it too.
Why do this? Because I like you.
We going in?
What's there to wait for? Didn't go through hell and back just to stand in front of a door.
Oh, new car. I don't want it though. Maybe if I get bored, but right now, no. I think V's too hard on Johnny. Okay, yeah, he tried to kill her, but he says he did have a good excuse. He was going mental, literally losing his mind. Sort of. Chip thing. And yeah. And she was aggressive from the start, but then again, I forgot she's gone as well, so.
At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
Yeah, so I see why she's pissed off, but I mean, she is dying. I forget that V's dying. I'd be pissed off too. But he is also trying to help her to get rid of that chip so she doesn't die as well. So, come on. Like I said, I'm biased because I like Johnny and Keanu Reeves, so...
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough. She already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
You're mad at her. Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any...
I know. It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Okay. Show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V. I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
Hey. How you feeling? Need anything? Not here to nag. Just talk.
I know she just can't... she doesn't know her surroundings, but...
I know it's a bad time, but I gotta ask. You got any idea how to remove the biochip? Or know anyone else who might?
I don't think there's any point asking any of these. She's not going to respond, is she?
Listen, Evelyn, I really need your help. It's important. If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
You're right. This is a complete waste of time.
Yep. Oh, she got that.
Well now, look at you.
Have a seat.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Huh. Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
Right, back in Evelyn's mind again. Brilliant.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré.
It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue,
You come back here, we give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
What am I looking at?
You're saying theoretically.
Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
Can't see her face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her. I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
Relax, self.
Might not be important.
Maybe, but all of them are from Pacifica. Narrows down our search, at least.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica. Alright, think we got everything.
What do you think?
Woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now we know what happened at Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into? Ugh, I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
What's wrong with you? Wait, what? Did no one else notice how she's looks like she's gagged? She looks like she's she can't breathe.
On n'est pas enragé. Compris? C'est le plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos bouts. Faut que nous prenions chance là. Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critique ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
What language is she speaking?
Dunno. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I? Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying. Try scanning the phone.
Oui, oui, allez. Vous avez raison, vous êtes tout intelligent.
Got it. Give it a second.
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Got another name. Something like Silverhand?
Johnny!
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Et là, Petit poupée a déjà allé?
Oui, lui allez. Vous avez bien raison, moi vous êtes tout intelligent pour ça, pour te bien.
Ou pensez que mademoiselle a fait nous un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos goûts. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi, t'as même quoi, même j'avais, que Sylvain a mené nous direct sous Alt.
Vous gagnez un plus bon idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon côté que ça me pense, à continuer à faire le travail.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting.
Can you breathe again? Can you stop coughing? You okay?
I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
So I tell her.
Biochip we stole? It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
In other words, Johnny.
Know who they are? Who the woman is? Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
It's worth asking.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried that I'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Right, I am going to leave it here. This is going to be a very long video. So, well, I've been here for a while playing it, so I'm guessing. And I'm actually tired. So yeah. Well, just going to carry on with where we left off. What am I going to do next? I've got 2 more to do. I actually picked up some side missions as well. I'll probably do those next time actually. I'll do some side missions. I always do side ones first if I can. So I'll do some side ones. Still haven't got enough to... I'm close. I can nearly pay Victor back. So if I do a few more side missions, I might be able to pay Victor back, and then I can get back onto the main ones. So that's the plan. So yeah, if you're watching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!